everybody. Welcome back to the Love Letters to Broadway podcast, the podcast that gives you Broadway tips, Broadway tricks, Broadway advice, and where we talk about our adventures. And I'm singing it like it's a Christmas carol because we're holly jolly here. Du, 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 du.
And
I'm Michelle.
I'm Skylar.
And we have a very exciting episode ahead for you guys because today we are doing our one, our only review of Wicked for Good.
Crazy.
Crazy. We waited a few weeks. We gave you guys opportunities to go see the movie. If you have not seen the movie yet, you can listen to the first half of the episode, but then do not listen to the second half because we absolutely will give away some spoilers.
Oh yeah.
We gave you guys plenty of time.
Yeah, we waited way longer than half of the internet. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like opening day already, you could see videos of Fiyero and Elphaba doing the nasty. So
crazy.
we gave you plenty of time.
Literally.
So of course, we're gonna do our usual hyperfixations and Broadway news as well, but then make sure you tune in for the review a little bit later on. And it's been an interesting week as we get into this holiday season,
It's really breezing by.
right?
It's like a little scary.
Like we're already recording this and it's the 12th.
That's crazy.
Like how?
I have 7 more work days till Christmas break.
Mm.
I cannot wait.
That's so fast. You're almost there.
Can't
You're
wait.
almost there. And I took off quite a few days during like the Christmas break time period.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Like, why should I work? No one else works during this time period.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's such a weird time too. It feels like time between Christmas and New Year's Eve, time is weird to me. Like I
Hmm.
can't even figure out the days because I'm like, it should be January, but it's still
Hmm.
December 27th. Like what?
Right? It's like a weird like few days where you're just like waiting for the next holiday to happen. You're just like,
Yeah.
give me New Year's. Give me New Year's. But then once it's New Year's, it's like, oh shit, it's New Year's. Now it's like full steam ahead, like, ew, January. So,
And then that's it.
hmm it's like you
Crazy.
can't win. You can't win.
No.
Well, anyway, I guess we should get started. So, would you like to begin with your hyperfixations this week, Miss? I'm wearing Santa Claus pajamas.
As I should. Um, Wait till you see my outfits for next week. I'm gonna send you pictures.
Oh yeah, you always go full out.
Go full out. It's very
Mm.
exciting. Okay. So like we were talking before we got onto the podcast about this, but
Hmm.
we've been both like really obsessing over the fact that like we need to see The Outsiders like soon because we haven't gone in like a long time,
We haven't gone in almost half a year, I think.
which is weird.
For us, it's weird. We remember we used to go like once a month. I don't think we've seen it since like July or August now.
Yeah, I think it was like the first week of August, which is
Yeah.
crazy. So I've been really like into throwing in the towel again. So that's at 3. But specifically like just scrolling through TikTok and listening to all the different versions, like the tour version, JPC, Danbury, like just like everybody's version. And of course the most iconic is Jason and Brent, but
Hmm.
and Brody. That trio, but I've been really addicted to it. And that's been my like TikTok hyperfixation too, which is
Can
not good.
I can I make a comment that may get me ridiculed, but I feel like I want to make the comment.
What?
And, I've listened to stuff from the touring cast. I gotta say, I don't love the touring cast. Like
I go
I see differences between them and like their quality and Broadway quality. If it's just my opinion, but
I go back and forth.
hmm
Am I like obsessed with them? Probably not.
yeah.
But I was listening to it today and I was like, oh, that's interesting. He opts up at the end.
Yeah, I did hear the opt up. Like that was great. They have their moments that I like with the touring cast. I'm just not like as like in awe as I was the same way like when we saw Outsiders for the first time.
I think it's hard to replicate the trio of Brody, Brent, and Jason.
That's
Of
true.
they're very all 3 of them have very strong so I don't know.
That is true. That's a good point.
So yeah. But also with like the Outsiders hyperfixation, I'm back in the Hades Town hyperfixation because I really need to see Jack Wolf. Like I
Mm.
really need to see that man live. But I'm of course back obsessed with Promises. That song will be played at my wedding. I love that song.
You better tell your future husband that.
Yeah, watch out. Uh
Your wedding song's already picked out.
it's Hades Town. Um but yeah, I need to see that man. He looks insane as Orpheus. Like I feel like he's gonna be like my favorite Orpheus.
Hmm.
I need to see him. So
I know. I know we've spoken about it. We gotta try to win on a good day.
so yeah. And then randomly at number one, I've been into, well, I guess I've been in weird hyperfixations, but like Outsiders, Hades Town, but always Joe Jonas lately. So so at one, I have Walls by the Jonas Brothers because Joe Jonas's vocals in that song is actually so amazing. And their live version of it on SNL, everybody needs to listen to that. And then you'll realize why Joe Jonas, top tier, top tier. And you know
Listen,
what,
he may be top tier, sorry, but he can't park.
I was just about to say, it's okay because I can't parallel park either. So it's okay, my man.
You
You are.
know what? When I saw that, I think I actually sent it to you, and I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh wow, you guys are really meant to be."
that's my man's. And it was funny at work.
Hmm.
Somebody was showing me that because they know like I love Joe Jonas. And I
Hmm.
said, that's my husband right there. And the kids always they're always listening, and I forget that they're always listening. And
Oh,
they
that's a
go, your
problem.
husband? Who's your husband? I was like, Joe Jonas. Tell your mommies and daddies. Joe Jonas. So
Did
yeah,
any
that
of them actually tell
not that I heard. They might
him?
have. They might have. We'll see at parent teacher conferences.
No,
But
we'll see at the end of the year when all the gifts you get are of Joe Jonas.
yeah, right. Could you imagine? That'd be so funny. That'd be
You
so
should
funny.
you should request it from the children. Be like, if you guys give me anything this year, I want Joe Jonas.
I want Joe Jonas. Oh my God, that would be really funny. That's not a bad
Mhm.
idea. Um, so yeah, those were my songs. Book wise, I started the Percy Jackson series. I'm about like 100 pages in. What?
Wait, that's so funny because that's on my list this week that I've been watching the Percy Jackson series. Because season 2 just came out on Disney Plus,
Oh,
like this week.
I never watched it. I'm gonna read the books first though.
No, definitely read the books first.
That's weird.
The series is new. Like they had season 1 came out like a year or two ago, and now season 2 just came out. But there's also like the movies with Logan Lerman, which are very different
Yeah.
than the books. But the series is supposed to be like identical to the books. So, but yeah,
Weird.
don't watch the series first. Read the
Yeah, I
book.
just started. I'm about 100 pages in. It's
Hmm.
interesting. I do, I like Greek mythology, so it's kind of really fun.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's weird. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it literally this week is when it came out. So, like I spent the other night watching both episodes like back to back. They released the first two. So it was on my list. That's funny that we both had
Yeah.
like a Percy Jackson week randomly.
Yeah, just random. Because I was trying to decide what book to read, and I didn't know. I read enough Christmas books, I think.
Mm, you had your fill.
Yeah, I had my fill. Um, but I'm still doing my advent calendar too. So that's kind of Christmassy. So yeah, those
Mm.
are what did I watch? Oh, movies. Fred Claus. I love that movie. And Four Christmases. Both Vince Vaughn. Was that his name? Vince Vaughn? Yeah.
Yes.
Both fantastic movies.
Was this your first time seeing Fred Claus?
No, I love that movie. It's always in my rotation.
Yeah. I always feel so bad for like them like in that movie. I don't know why like like the ending or like when they start fighting whatever makes me get a little teary.
It's such a good movie.
And like they get exhausted. I'm like, "Oh."
But you know what's so funny when they're in the therapy with like all the famous brothers? Famous
Yeah.
brothers. It's so funny. But highly recommend those. Those are always in my rotation. For Christmas too. I love that one.
Hmm. Great
Um,
movies.
so yeah, that's my week. That's pretty
It
much
sounds
it.
like a great week.
It was a long one. Very slow.
Slow moving.
Yeah.
It's okay. Sometimes you gotta have a slower week.
Yeah.
Especially around the holidays. You gotta take your moments to chill for a bit when you can.
Yeah. Can't be holly jolly all the time. No, you
No,
can't
you can.
be. I'm holly jolly all the time.
As you wear Santa pajamas. So, moving on to my list. I'm having a week of nostalgia.
I like that.
Thank you. Um, so in third position this week is actually a song that I heard on the radio today. And when I heard it, I actually had to like gasp for dear life because I was just like, oh, because I forgot it existed and it used to make me so happy. It's the Hillary and Haley Duff version of Our Lips Are Sealed.
Shut up.
Why you tell me shut up?
Because I was listening to it at the gym today.
Shut up!
Like literally, I found this playlist and it was one of the top song, the first song that came out. I was like, oh shit, I've forgotten that this existed. It was after school vibes, and it's all like our old school playlists, like High
Shut
School
up!
Musical, and that song came on. I was like, our lips are sealed.
That's weird.
That's strange. Sorry.
That's weird. I haven't
That's
heard
weird.
this song in years, and then
Me
it
too. And I was
randomly
like,
came
oh
on the
my
radio
god,
today. And I was like, oh my God, too. I was freaking out.
that's weird.
That's weird.
Is Hillary Duff going on tour or something?
She is, you didn't know?
Oh, she is? No, I didn't.
Yeah, she's coming to New York. I actually tried to get tickets, but it like sold out instantly.
Really?
She's doing like only like four venues, like total.
Oh.
But I heard she was gonna do What Dreams Are Made Of, so that's why I really wanted to go. And I was just like, I'm just
Oh,
gonna get tickets, whatever goes with me goes with me. But I
yeah.
couldn't even get in.
Damn. Hey
Yeah.
now, hey now. Remember when Trisha sang that?
That was the best. That was the best. But that's so weird that came on your list today. That
Mhm.
is weird. And the Percy Jackson thing.
Weird.
Weird. Okay. In second place this week, I've been re-listening a lot to Boop.
Aww.
I love Boop. I really miss it. That should have never closed.
For the Muppets.
For the Muppets, which lasted less than a month. So,
Like a week, right?
yeah, legit. So, the song specifically that's on my list is Something to Shout About. You know,
Oh.
that song was so pretty, and like the way Jasmine sang it was just so like heart-wrenching every single time we
Mhm.
saw it. I loved it. I wish we could hear it again live.
Well, remember we saw it on Tony Day? That was such a cool moment.
Oh yeah, I forgot we went the day of the Tonys and then we went to the Hades Town party. I forgot about that already. Is that crazy?
That was such a cool moment.
I feel like my brain like does not remember things anymore.
Me too.
Right?
Stress, I think, though.
Well, I think I also have so much going on, but like,
Yeah.
oh, but oh my God, you're right. That was so cool. People were screaming for like a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, she's so good. I can't
But
get over your camera zooming in and out. Sorry.
so, just to explain what she's referencing, I got a new laptop, and I don't know why when we record this now, it like zooms in and out on my
Yeah.
face. I don't know how to. I looked through all the settings. I don't know how to stop it.
Because sometimes I'm like, am I passing out? I'm like, no, it's just the camera. Like, I'm good.
I don't know how to stop it. Figure it out. Because
That's
I don't know
weird.
how. It doesn't happen on FaceTime. It's only on Zoom.
Yeah, it's
So
so weird.
we need to figure this out for next time. But uh, but look at just did it
I
again.
know.
I don't like it. It's creepy. Okay, so then in my first spot this week, I guess it's kind of in the winter spirit. I was listening to Monster from Frozen,
Oh,
and I forgot how good of a jam that was.
that is a good one.
When they were like dun 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 like you could twerk to it, you know.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
twerk specifically to that part. Maybe not during the slow, unless you're doing like a weird little butt shake, but like you could twerk a little.
You could work.
So that's in my first spot this week. And then in terms of things I've watched and done a lot this week. Because all I've been doing pretty much is sitting. So, as I mentioned, Percy Jackson, I do love the TV show. It's on Disney Plus, and I watched the first two episodes that came out. I think the next episode is on Tuesday or Wednesday. I watched a new Netflix Christmas movie called My Secret Santa.
Oh, I watched some of it. That was stupid, right?
It was stupid, but kind of cute, but really stupid. It's
But sh
literally Mrs. Doubtfire. Like she goes to her gay
yeah.
brother and his husband and
Yep.
asks them to turn him into Santa Claus for a job. Like it's literally Mrs. Doubtfire.
It was I watched some of it. I didn't finish it. I watched like half of it and I was like, what the fuck?
You should finish it. Like it was cute. Like I would finish it, but like, is it
Yeah.
great? No. It's cheesy,
Yeah.
but it's something to have on in the background.
I can't get over the fact that like they didn't know it was a woman when she was putting on the voice. Like,
Right? Like she's really like, "Hi, I'm Santa Claus." I'm like, how do you
like,
not? How do you not know?
come on. Come on.
How do you not know?
Yeah,
And then the
literally.
guy for some reason is attracted to Santa.
Yeah, that was weird.
It's strange. It's
Definitely
strange.
strange.
Like, dude, if you're attracted to Santa, maybe you gay.
Yeah, right?
But I don't know. That Santa was a manly Santa. But
Mm,
anyway, um. I'm really depressed still about Trolls being taken off on Netflix.
that's mean.
So I've been watching Trolls Topia, which is their Hulu show instead, because at least I still have that.
Okay.
Which is like it's supposed to take place between the second and the third movie, but it's not as good as the original Trolls TV show.
Mm,
Then last night, for some reason, I didn't know what to put on, so I started watching the SpongeBob musical.
that's the best. I loved it when I saw it.
Me too. I think it's one of the best shows. Again, another show I don't think should have closed.
No. The songs are so good.
They're so good. The story is like actually interesting. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, y'all can make fun of his Bach, whatever you want to do, but Ethan Slater was actually like the perfect SpongeBob. Like his acting
Yeah.
was like top tier.
The way he moved his body.
I don't know how he did that. But there was one point in the show where he was like yelling. I think it was I think he was yelling at Mr. Krabs or something like that. And I
Hmm.
was so tempted to film it and be like, oh, looks like he's practicing for the Tin Man when he goes, the
So
Wicked Witch.
that's good.
Mm, I don't know. I can still do it. I can go back. We'll think about it.
Copyright.
Copyright. We'll think about it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was watching that. It's so good. And then because I finally got my new computer. I have revitalized and started playing again the one, the only Toontown. Yes,
Oh
ladies and gentlemen, Princess Cookie Honey Dazzle is back and better than ever.
no. Wow.
She's back and she is thriving.
My
I
God.
couldn't I couldn't play for months. I was so depressed and now I can't stop.
Obsession begins.
Thankfully my doodle didn't die.
Oh
My
yeah,
pet
thank
my pet
God.
Melody is still alive. And my house is in good condition. I fixed it all.
Good.
I logged on right in time for the winter stuff. I'm getting all the Santa items and like the winter things.
Good.
And yeah, your girl is thriving in the game, Princess Cookie.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Iconic.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And that's my week. Is that enough?
That's a week.
That's a
That's a
week.
week.
It's a week.
It's a week. Should we get into Broadway news? We have some exciting things going on.
We should, well, some exciting, but also a lot of things like ending.
Yeah. Let's start with exciting. Because we were
Okay.
excited about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, JPC is gonna be Bob. December
Yeah.
16th through January 4th.
I want to see him in it.
Yeah. I'm
We
curious.
we've never seen him ever in person.
Yeah, we have to see him.
I want to see him in something. So I think now's the time we have to go.
Yeah. Manifest
If we could get tickets, of course, but I think now is the time.
to January 4th.
Manifested for us that the two of us get tickets, everyone.
Yeah, during like winter break. That'd be so nice.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Mm,
Manifested, everyone.
thank you.
So in some more upsetting news, it was announced that Little Bear Ridge Road is going to be shutting down early on Broadway. So their final bow is now going to be December 21st, and it was originally supposed to go until February 15th. So they're cutting out like a full 2 months.
It just
And
opened,
it
right?
literally just opened. And this is like in addition to like also the Queen of Versailles announcing its clothing. And we were talking about this a little bit before we got on. This Broadway season is so underwhelming, and I think that's part of the reason to blame.
Yeah, there's no hype around any of that. Like I heard nothing about this show at
No,
all. All I
nothing.
heard was bad things because the director of it. But that was
Yeah.
really it.
Well, I
Um,
wonder if that's also part of the reason why it's closing, because I think a lot of people did not go because of the director.
which is they should have had a different director. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm not like there's shows like I want to see Lost Boys like pretty badly. But other than that, Rocky Horror is up there. But other than that, I don't know.
There's not a lot, honestly. And I'm starting to see like other like creators talk about it on TikTok and stuff because I think
Yeah.
everyone's starting to realize that there are going to be so many empty gaps like on Broadway this year. Like honestly, like what is going to be nominated for Best Original Musical? Queen of Versailles? No.
No,
No way. It would be up there.
it got trashed in reviews.
Hmm. I mean, I think plays will do well because like Liberation definitely will be nominated for something.
Yeah.
But like, what else is new in terms of musicals that are like that actually could be nominated for something? Like all the better shows are off Broadway right now.
Yeah, maybe Lost Boys.
Maybe. But I also heard some like that there were more casting changes with Lost Boys, and like one
Yeah.
of the big leads is leaving apparently, and also that Lost Boys is having a lot of trouble finding funding to
Oh
come to
no.
Broadway because they want to do what Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark did and
Uh-huh.
have like fight scenes and stuff over the audience, which like cost millions and millions of dollars and obviously did not work well for Spider-Man, the amount of people that got hurt, and that they
Yeah.
want to try to do that again.
Oh.
So there's rumors going around that if they can't get their funding, they may not even make it to Broadway.
Oh, geez. Yeah. So what else is there?
Like I heard that they need another like $5 million or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't
That's
know. I don't think
crazy.
there really is anything else that's like, oh my God, I can't wait for this to open.
No. No. That's crazy. Yeah, it's like, wait. I can't even think about any of the shows that are coming. Bug, All Out, Giant, Jazz, Cats, the Jellicle Ball. I want to see. Other than that,
Well, Cats will be nominated probably for best like revival or something, but it's not an original musical. So again, what is up for original musical?
I don't know. I guess we shall see.
Rocky Horror 2, that's a revival.
Yeah, Ragtime's a revival. Huh. This should be interesting.
Like Queen of Versailles is the only original musical I know of right now.
It was terrible.
What else? What else has opened? I don't think anything's opened yet. I almost wish that Boop like waited and Boop opened this year because I think they would have had obviously a big chance of winning an award.
They probably would have lasted a little longer.
Yeah. I think it was the fact that it was in such a heavy season.
Yeah, makes
Hmm.
sense. I guess moving on to Oh Mary is always having casting. And that's going strong, that show.
Always. Mm.
John Cameron Mitchell is set to have a limited run in Oh Mary, um, starting February 3rd through April 26th. So it's exciting,
Mm. We still have not seen Oh Mary.
which we really need to.
I know. Like it's been a long time now.
Well, we
But
could add that to our list of because we're not really excited about most.
I know. We could put on our list of things to see, but I want to see it with someone who I want to see as Mary.
Who's Mary now? Jane?
Is it a Jane
Oh,
Krakowski?
is it?
Or she did she finish her run?
I get confused.
Let's see. I'm going on Oh Mary's website. Currently, it is, yeah, it's still Jane.
Okay.
I mean, Cheyenne Jackson is in it. I would love to see Cheyenne Jackson.
Yeah, I would like to see her. I loved her in Kimmy Schmidt. Remember that
Yeah.
show?
Well, she is really funny, but like, here's my question: like, do you want to see Mary played by a woman, or would you rather see Mary played by a man? Like the way like it was kind of written.
Mm, good question. I don't know.
Yeah, something to think about.
To ponder.
Like I saw that like Oh Mary just opened up in the West End, and they do have a male playing
Yeah.
Mary. So I
Hmm.
don't know. I guess moving on to the next piece of Broadway news. Another show that keeps having giant casting is Anne Juliet. And Real Housewives of Atlanta star Candy Burris is starting December 11th, which is this week. So she just took her first bow last night. So if you are a big Real Housewives fan, go to see Anne Juliet right now.
That's a comfort show for us.
Yeah. I could be happy going back to that if there's not much we're like right now.
Front row.
Front row. I want to be on the right side this time, though. We always are on the
Yeah.
front row left.
Yeah.
I want a
I
different
could
point
go
of
for
view.
that.
Yeah. That and Outsiders in the same day.
Oof.
I could be very
10
happy.
out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
Um, I guess going into some Broadway cares, the red buckets. I thought it was interesting to see like if you were donating, you could kind of see where your money went because every show was doing the red buckets last month or so.
Mm,
And they actually raised a record of $7.34 million, which is
that's
really
crazy.
crazy to think about.
Wow.
That beats the previous record of last spring, which was 6.8 million. Crazy. So you see
Wow.
where your money is actually going. Good cause.
Yeah. So, more casting news. It was announced this week that Julie Benko is replacing Shayna Taub in Ragtime while Shayna's on her leave of absence from January 6th through March 29th. I actually think that is phenomenal casting.
Me too.
Again, I would love to see Julie Benko, and I
Yep.
still want to see Ragtime. So if we end up like not being able to get into Ragtime before the end of the year and end up seeing Julie, I would be really happy too.
Fine with that. Me too.
And
She's so
then
good.
she's so good, and she has an outstanding voice. And then Shayna will be coming back to the role March 31st.
Insane. Yeah. I would be totally okay with seeing her. Totally okay.
Totally
Either
okay.
or. Great casting, great. That's a 10.
I want to see that show so bad.
So bad. We kind of talked about this in the beginning, but just to say it again, the Queen of Versailles is actually closing earlier than the January 4th. They announced that they're going to be closing December 21st, which is crazy.
It's crazy. That's the same day as Little Bear Bridge Road. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Schubert Alley is gonna start getting empty
Yeah, right?
because there's nothing where Muppets was right now. There's nothing
Oh,
in St.
yeah.
James. There's nothing in Little Bear Bridge Road Theater. So it's gonna be just like Outsiders, Buena Vista, and Art on one side, and then Hell's Kitchen. And that's
Yeah.
like it for the actual like Schubert Alley. And well, Lion King, but I don't know. I never like I never feel like that's still Schubert Alley.
That's weird.
Hmm.
What the heck?
It's gonna be empty.
That's weird.
So that'll be interesting. Um,
Kind of sad.
it's really sad. I hope something good starts to open soon.
Yeah.
Oh, and also I forgot Chess. Chess is there too.
Yeah. Which,
And Chess is another revival, not original.
oh, and she announced her dates that she's gonna be out, Leah Michelle. So check our TikTok. It's on our Broadway news that we posted today. She has a
Oh
couple of
yeah.
dates. So just be aware.
And I would try to see her specifically if you can. She was outstanding.
Yeah.
So this was kind of random, and I don't honestly, I'm a little annoyed like why it wasn't announced earlier. But
Weird,
last
right?
minute today, All Out announced that the Lawrence Band, which is like Gracie Lawrence and her brother, were going to be performing a last minute concert at 4 o'clock, right outside of the Niederlander Theater where All Out's going to be playing. I don't know why they wouldn't announce it more in advance. Like it's literally 4 o'clock on a Friday. Like people are still working.
Yeah,
Or maybe
weird.
people would have like, I'm sure there are people who would have like tried to take off or something to go.
Yeah, it was so
Um,
random.
Very random. I did see footage of it already. Like it looked like fun, and like if you went, you got an exclusive ticket offer. But like, I don't know. It's strange to me.
Did it look like a lot of people were there? I didn't really.
It was I mean, there were definitely like rows of people, but like I think it could have been more crowded.
Yeah,
Also, you could tell like they were really cold while performing outside. When I read originally that they were going to be doing a special show, I figured it would be inside the theater, not outside in December.
freezing. And it's like
Freezing.
we're about to get like a snowstorm, maybe. Question mark.
Yeah. It's
Cold.
supposed to be Sunday.
Yeah, now saying less than 1 inches.
Oh, that's like nothing then.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know what made them do that on a random Friday afternoon, but
If you
I
went, you were lucky.
guess yeah. Hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Enjoy
But
yourselves.
but that's like all the Broadway news for this week. There really isn't much Broadway news this week.
No, just
Um,
weirdness going on.
yeah, weird stuff, and I feel like it's also because it's the end of the year. I feel like there's going to be less announcements as the weeks continue, and then
Yeah,
like January, it's gonna be like everything closing, 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 closing,
which is
like
scary.
always. I'm curious to see what's going to close in January.
Me too.
Yeah. So that's really it. I guess we can start kind of getting into our review of Wicked for Good.
Wicked.
Um, Done. So, like always, we kind of review it similarly to how we do the like the Broadway shows or like the plays. But we do have different categories that we rank for movies. And I pulled the same exact categories that we did last year when we reviewed the original Wicked movie. So those categories were costumes, set designs, songs, music, new arrangements, book and script, directing, choreography, casting choices, acting, and special effects slash CGI. Um, so like always, we're going to rank them on a score of 1 to 10 and then add them up and divide by however number of categories there are. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 9 categories in this case, and we'll get our total rankings. We, just to kind of reiterate, for the original Wicked movie last year, we both gave it a flat 9.8 out of 10. I don't think this movie is going to be as high.
I don't think so either. Because there's definitely some things I look back and I was like, huh.
Yeah. Like there are a few things that I'm like I think could have been done a little bit differently or weren't exactly what I wanted out of it.
Yeah.
Um But like, I mean, I guess I could give a quick synopsis like we always do, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of you probably know what Wicked for Good is about. But Wicked for Good is pretty much the second half of the Wicked Broadway show. So it is essentially Act Two. Um, the main difference is the original Wicked movie really takes place when like Elphaba and Glinda are in college and how they first meet, how they both meet Fiero. And you see Elphaba first meeting the wizard, and it ends with him realizing, with her realizing he's a bad guy. She sings Defying Gravity, boom, end of movie. Wicked for Good takes place like kind of I would say a few months later it starts where now they're both done with college. Glinda is now like third or something in command to the wizard. So it's like the wizard, Madame Morrible, and Glinda are like this main trio.
Hmm.
Um Elphaba is out on her own and she's kind of like enemy number one. Everybody wants to capture the Wicked Witch, even though we all know she's not really wicked. She's trying to protect the animals. They're also starting the Yellow Brick Road project, and you see them building the Yellow Brick Road. You see them doing like the final ceremony, which is actually, thank goodness, where they lock in the Yellow Brick Road and it starts. So it talks about like that like little time period of what happens between when they were in school and then when Dorothy comes to Oz, and then you do see what leads up to why does Dorothy come to Oz? How does the Tin Man become the Tin Man? How does the Scarecrow become the Scarecrow? You learn what happened to the lion. How did he become cowardly? And it all leads up to kind of seeing what happened behind the scenes while Dorothy was in Oz. So Dorothy's over here walking the yellow brick road. You're seeing what's happening with Glinda and Elphaba over here, or like with the Scarecrow, spoiler alert, Fiero
Yeah.
over here. And then it pretty much leads up to the melting of the Wicked Witch, which we find out was a set plan that Fiero and Elphaba set to run away together, and kind of be free because otherwise they can never be who they, their true selves ever again. Glinda doesn't know that Elphaba is not actually dead. They sing for
Mhm.
good. Um, and that's pretty much the end.
Yeah.
Anything I'm leaving out? I'm sure we're going to touch upon a lot while we work on the review.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll touch upon more.
I think with this movie, I think we start actually with casting choices and acting because I feel like for that, like it's not there's not really any new casting. So like I feel
Um,
like that score is not really going to be as important with the review and like acting wise, like I feel like it's kind of still I think that was still on par with the acting of the first movie.
did we not like Madame Marble in the first one? I don't
I could
remember.
I don't remember I mean, I could look at what our ratings were for that, but I don't know what I had, like what it was per character, but we did give both 10 out of 10s last time.
Yeah, I Madame Marble, like Michelle Yeoh as Madame Marble, I actually really, really did not like in the second movie at all.
Yeah, I don't think she stood out at all, and I don't think she was terrifying enough. Like
No.
when you see it on Broadway, Madame Morrible is like you're like, "Oh shit," when you see
Yeah.
her in the second
She's a
half.
crazy transition, like from like one way to another. And
Hmm.
even her voice changes like a little bit. And Michelle Yeoh to me was very one dimensional and very like and her voice honestly was not strong at all.
No, I can't understand why they casted her. I gotta be honest. I know she was a big name,
Yeah.
but I can't understand it. The only good thing that's come out of her being cast is Madame Morrible MM Flip It Around Wicked Witch.
Yeah, that was
But
crazy.
which is now everywhere.
That took
But
over the internet.
I was listening to the remix version of that yesterday. I just like the remix. Madame Morrible MM Flip It Around Wicked Witch,
Oh,
Wicked,
I
Wicked,
haven't
Wicked
heard that.
Witch, Wicked. It's so good. It's so good.
I'll have
I'll
to
play it for
listen.
you. I'll send it to
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
But I know I agree. She's the only casting choice that I'm like, ugh.
And Jeff he was okay,
I still like him
but
as the wizard.
yeah, wasn't anything to like ride home for, if that makes sense.
You know what I didn't like? I didn't like his acting during the reveal that he's Elphaba's father.
It was weird.
He just like stood in the camera like give
Like,
me
yeah,
an expression like freak out like you just tried to murder your own daughter.
yeah. Like who dropped to the
So,
floor, maybe. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
I will say also for acting, this is a hot take. I
Well,
think people are not gonna like what we're gonna say.
I think it might.
I didn't love some of the acting during As Long as You're Mine. Not from Jonathan Bailey, because that man knows how to yearn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? But I wasn't really getting enough from Cynthia. She was kind of just like
No.
there with her sweater like a blanket, just like staring at him. But like in the Broadway show, Elphaba also has that like hunger to be with Fiero, which is why she's like, "Oh, I'm feeling wicked," because she just wants to jump his hot ass bones, and she
Yeah.
was not doing that.
No, she wasn't.
But yeah, I just felt like I wasn't getting anything from her. Like I wanted her to yearn back.
That whole scene, though, I'm mad about a little bit. I need
Yeah.
more.
Well, that's also
Directing?
that's a directing choice that we will get into that when we get into directing, but
Yeah.
I don't know, there was a few acting things I just like I wasn't as impressed as I was with the first movie.
Do you think she didn't like yearn for him because it's like she wants to showcase like strong female lead?
Um, I think it's possible. I feel like it also could be because they were really trying to focus less on Elphaba and Fiero and more on the relationship of Elphaba and Glinda. So I wonder if somehow that comes into play.
I
Because I'm
wanted more
like,
Theo.
well, that's the thing. I'm like, I felt like Fiero was almost like a secondary character, which he shouldn't be. He's really a lead.
Yeah.
And like, because it's like, I was so disappointed with the acting for that. But then you have them acting out for good. And like that scene with the closet where the two of them start crying. And it's like so beautiful. Like it was so well done. So it was like, why was that part so invested too, but not as long as you're mine, or the Elphaba Fiero relationship? Like, why is it that they go to a cabin and the two of them separate from each other? In the Broadway show, they're already like jumping bones.
Yeah. And they were not as touchy as I would like. Like when they were like just like walking around
Yeah.
at the beginning, I was like, oh no. I was like, more, more. Remember, like we were both like, oh my God, it's coming, it's coming. And
Hmm.
it was like a little underwhelming. And like that's what we were worried about because as long as you're mine, it's like the hottest scene when you see it on Broadway.
Hmm.
Like
And this just wasn't. But
it
you know
was.
who I think had some great acting?
Mm.
Mr. Ethan Slater as the Tin Man. I thought he was
10 out of 10.
great.
He was so good. Everybody underestimated him, and he was insane. When he got mad at Nessa, oof.
I think his casting choice was phenomenal. Like so well done. His like development into the Tin Man, it was like a whole different person. He was
Yeah,
terrifying.
he really was.
And like he was acting through his eyes, like when he looks up at Glinda.
Yeah.
Like he was actually terrifying. I wasn't that impressed with the lion. I don't
No,
understand why he was acted almost like not even cowardly.
that the whole like hype around the lion was kind of crazy to me.
The lion had like four lines.
Yeah. I will say also like Ariana Grande's Glinda, like love, but at the same time, I wasn't like wowed.
She stood out more to me in the first movie.
Yeah. This one, I was getting annoyed with all the scenes cutting to her crying, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest with you.
Mm.
Like they got rid of the big, well, we'll get into it, but I don't want to forget. They got rid of the big like transition between I'm not that girl and as long as you're mine, and I'm still mad about it.
It ended up just being you see her like sitting there crying.
That was annoying.
But it was like that transition, I think, was more impactful than seeing her sit there crying,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Because that like I feel like you don't always need to like be showing it. Like let the music do the
Yeah,
storytelling. And I think they
definitely.
took away that aspect.
Definitely.
Um Also I was again really not impressed with Marissa's acting as Nessa Rose.
Not impressed at all. I'm so sorry. This Wicked Witch of the East song, I'm
Mhm.
so mad about.
So underwhelming. Like everybody wanted more. And I know it's
Yeah.
not just us. I've seen people talk about this online. That moment, like you are supposed to like freak out and be terrified of her because you realize
Yeah.
really she's the Wicked Witch. Like
Yeah.
it's like she's the wicked one of the two sisters, and it's supposed to be that big build-up moment where you like everyone acts like she's this little innocent girl and she's not.
Mm-hmm.
And then like that whole thing just like she didn't
So
seem
far.
angry or like nothing. Like she just seemed like a girl who was desperate.
Yeah, and it's
More
like,
so than like terrifying.
were they trying to show that she was just a desperate girl, not wicked?
I don't know. She's supposed to be like a manipulative
Yeah,
dictator.
yeah.
Like she
And
bans Munchkins from leaving Munchkinland.
I'll be honest with you, the whole her flying was less impactful.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because it actually took away from the fact that like Elphaba is the one that flies, and that
Yeah.
she really has that power. But also, I feel like it doesn't make sense that the shoes make a person fly because then why wasn't Dorothy flying around Oz?
Yeah, this is a major plot hole.
Major. It like that whole part just doesn't make
It doesn't make
sense
sense.
to me. And I think it's more like, oh my God, when she's getting out and she's walking. And honestly, and this kind of goes with our CGI category, I thought it looked really unrealistic, her flying.
Oh yeah, it looked weird.
It didn't look
Yeah.
proportionate.
No, it took away from like everything because was she gonna fly and dance with um Bach? Like you know what I
Hmm.
mean?
And I
Like she
understand.
wants to be able to like
Yeah.
dance with him and live
Yeah.
a
Well,
normal life.
that's the thing. It didn't make sense. And like, I mean, I can appreciate that they wanted to make, like, they wanted to prove a point with the accessibility of the character. And, she's actually in a wheelchair and, like,
Yeah.
in real life. And they wanted to, like, like, she realistically cannot walk.
Hmm.
But in some ways, I think it lost some of the point of the character and why these
Yeah.
shoes
Yeah.
are so important.
Yeah.
Um,
For the
the
bigger
character.
picture.
Yeah, and like even in the Broadway version right now, like Nessa Rose is actually played by an actress in a wheelchair, and
Yeah.
she could walk a little. She can't really walk much, but she does actually get up every show and like
Yeah.
almost pulls herself around the room to make it look like she's walking. And I
Yeah.
saw her actually like make a video about it recently on TikTok talking about how she does it and like how she's like very limited. She can't do it fast. Like she has to get off stage as quick as possible, but like at least she tries.
Yeah.
And, like, I understand they want it to be different with the movie, but in the Broadway show, the shoes make Nessa Rose walk. They don't make her fly. I don't understand what was the point of the switch.
Yeah, I don't either. It took away from the whole storyline, and that was a little upsetting to me. And that song, I was love that song. And it's not on the
Mhm.
original cast album, so I was so excited. And then when I heard it, I was like, "What?" They cut like half of it, and it was so underwhelming, and um, it was just upsetting.
Like, honestly, like, I felt like with the movie, like, I don't understand why Elphaba wants the shoes so badly. But in the show, you understand, like, that why these shoes are so important to her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The movie was less impactful. So, okay, what would you rank one casting choices and then two acting?
Casting like a 7 feels right
Oh, you're going that low?
because I didn't like Madame Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like Marissa.
Mm-hmm. You didn't love Jeff
Cynthia.
Goldblum.
Yeah, I didn't love her. Yeah.
What I think for casting, I'm gonna go 8. I didn't I was okay with Jeff Goldblum. Like I think he did an okay job. I think some of his acting choices were a little strange, but I could see why they would cast him. But I agree. I think Michelle Yeoh was the wrong Madame Morrible, and I really think the Nessa Rose casting was wrong. Like if we're going based on like this big epic conclusion, like they kind of ruined the epicness for me.
Yeah.
For acting. I think I'm also gonna go. I'm trying to think if I want to go like 7 or 8. I feel like I want to go 8 because I was so impressed with Ethan Slater's acting. Like
Yeah.
there were parts I was really impressed with. I was really impressed by Jonathan Bailey in this movie,
Yeah.
and I think he should have had a bigger part. Not just because we're huge Bridgerton fans, but like I don't understand why Girl in the Bubble and No Place Like Home were written instead of giving Fiyero a solo, which I think is what he needed in this movie.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's when we get up to songs and arrangements. But like, I was impressed with him. I think I would give it an 8.
I agree. That's kind of what I was feeling. Jonathan Bailey. We'll never get over him.
Denver. So what category do you want to go to next? We have a lot this time.
I guess we should go into songs.
Okay.
You're
So
alluding to it.
I guess as I just said, there were two new songs that were written for Wicked for Good. No
Hmm.
Place Like Home, which is an Elphaba solo where she's singing about like why the animals should not leave Oz.
Yeah.
And Girl in the Bubble, which is kind of Glinda. Honestly, I don't even know what she was singing about. I did not like that song at all.
I hated that song.
I thought it slowed down the most important part of the movie.
I hated that song. No Place Like Home, I could see a reason why it's there. Is it necessary? No, it's definitely not necessary. But
But no place like home, the instrumentals don't sound like Wicked. It sounds like they were trying to make a pop song that would get
yeah,
them nominated for a Grammy.
yeah, it wasn't really necessary. Girl in the Bubble, stupid. Sorry, hated it. Hated it.
Hated it. As I said, Girl in the Bubble was not needed. They should have done a Fiyero solo. Like, I want a solo when he was just like wandering in the forest looking for help, or when he was trying to decide between Elphaba and Glinda. Like, when he runs off during Thank Goodness, like, have him cut to a solo, or like something about him being like hung up. Like,
Yeah, that would have
there's
been
so
so
many
good.
moments.
Yeah. I did like the beginning song.
I did too. The medley.
Yeah, I liked that a lot.
Yeah, I really like that.
It was like a
Um,
throwback, but also like I don't know, I liked it.
it was a good
Feel
way to
bad.
re-summarize the first movie and like be like, oh yeah, I remember that part, I remember that, because the musical cues would like trigger a little bit of a memory of what happened.
Yeah.
You know what also Fierro could have sang? I almost would have loved to have seen him. I know they didn't want to spoil him being the scarecrow to the very end, like
Yeah.
they do in the show, but I would have loved almost like an inner monologue song when he was the scarecrow
Yeah.
walking with Dorothy and like trying to plan out how to save Elphaba. And it's like,
That
oh,
would make
like
sense.
because like the whole point of Wizard of Oz also is they're like, oh, you had it everything all along. You always had a brain. You always had a heart or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's like I think that would have been cool to show like he's in deep thought, like he does have a brain.
'Cause like why does he go with Dorothy?
Well, exactly. That's what I don't understand. Why does he go with Dorothy?
Yeah.
Why does the Tin Man go with Dorothy? Like I understand why they didn't show Dorothy like that, like why they didn't want to focus on that part of the story. Because they really want you to think it's Judy Garland.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why he would go with Dorothy. And what I can never understand is how Fiyero and Bach are the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. And yet the whole journey with Dorothy, no one turns to each other like, oh hey man, yeah, we were best
Yeah.
friends in college. Like
Yeah, like
we had a small
what?
friend group. Like
It's
obviously
weird.
Bach
It's a
remembers
major plot hole.
things. Major plot
Yeah.
hole. Obviously Bach remembers things because he almost calls Elphaba during the March of the
Yeah.
Witch Hunters. So I don't understand it.
I don't either. It's like somebody makes sense.
That's the part I don't get. Why one do the two of them not acknowledge each other? And why does Fiero go with Dorothy?
Yeah, like why?
Like does he not
Because
rem
doesn't Elphaba have oh, maybe to take Dorothy to Elphaba for the shoes?
like he's trying to help her?
Because doesn't Elphaba trap Dorothy?
She does, but like
Is that
that's
before or after?
after. Well, no, if that's like towards the end, like they have the whole journey where she meets all three characters. They fall asleep in
Okay.
the poppy field. And then um they go finally to the wizard. They have these like makeovers. The wizard's like, I want you to try to get the Wicked Witch's like broom or whatever. And then they go, they have the fight scene. And then and also I think by the way that the Wicked Witch throws fire at the Scarecrow during that in the actual Wizard of Oz, which obviously like I don't think she would set Fear on fire. But besides that,
Yeah.
then um, they get the broom. They think she's dead. In this case, we all find out she's actually not, and they go back to the wizard. But like Fiero's with them for that whole time,
It's weird.
and also Elphaba's not supposed to realize that Fiero is Fiero until like he lets her out of the trap door, and she's like, "Oh shit, you were the scarecrow, or whatever." But like she sees them multiple times throughout their journey in Oz,
Yeah, so she has to
multiple
know.
times. It's strange.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me.
In some ways, I almost feel like the second half of the story is rushed.
Yeah. It's too much of Glinda crying and
Yeah.
her and the I didn't care about her as a child.
No, I don't.
It
Well, they
didn't
were trying to do a whole thing that Glinda always wanted real powers, and then she gets real powers at the end, which I'm like,
okay.
yeah,
We could have done without though.
it wasn't necessary.
I think it's like almost trying to make you feel bad for Glinda a little bit.
Hmm.
And I really don't.
No.
Until the end, I guess. I mean, she loses her love. But were they
Well,
in love?
yeah.
No.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't feel like Glinda in some way deserves to have powers at the end.
No.
Like, I never felt like Glinda deserved like more.
Well, Elphaba thinks that she'll do better for Oz and
Well, yeah, which is fine, but like, why does she need powers to do that?
she could just be good.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Back to songs music because we got
Yeah.
off.
We got no sidetracked.
One song thing that obviously pissed us both off, which we mentioned, is that they got rid of the transition between I'm
Yeah.
Not That Girl and As Long as You're Mine.
Like, come
Um,
on.
it's the best transition in the whole musical.
It really is.
I will say I do like that they didn't, of course Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande kind of make their own twist on a lot of the songs in the movie.
Yeah.
I like that they did not do that with For Good. Like they sang For Good really like as it is written. Like they didn't add any crazy riffs and stuff, which is what I wanted.
It was heartbreaking.
Like
I still can't listen to it.
it was beautiful. It made me cry. The two of us were sobbing in the theater. I will say that. Like we were not
Yeah.
looking at each other.
And I still can't listen to it
Mm-mm.
without crying. So I just
No.
don't. Um,
Um,
you're right. I like that they did that.
but
But I
like
do love
I
the Fiero.
during a No Good Deed.
Oh my God, yeah. That
Well,
was
I
amazing.
think No Good Deed was the best song in the whole movie.
I agree. I
It
agree.
was like Cynthia Erivo's voice on that song was just she was just like made to sing that.
Oh yeah. Insane.
Um, but I will say, like, I did not like the music as much in part two in like For Good as I liked it in the first movie. Like,
Yeah.
there's not like when I go to listen to an album, like this is not really my go-to album I listen to. Like, I listen to the original.
Yeah. There's more on there, like The Wizard and I, Defying Gravity, What
Dancing
is
Through
This
Life.
Feeling? Dancing Through Life. I usually like Act Two though, better than Act One when you see Wicked live.
hmm
That's why I was shocked. As Long as You're Mine, that's the one song I constantly am playing.
Well, that and No Good Deed, those are my two. I think those were the best songs in the movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank Goodness was also pretty good. I did like Thank Goodness.
Yeah.
But she
Uh,
also kind of Ariana Grande-ified it a bit too much
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, I agree because I don't really listen to it.
hmm But I liked her in the original Wicked movie because I liked that she did an Ariana Grande-ify things. So I don't know why it came out more in part two.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because she's trying to show like the drastic change between Glinda in the first and second,
Maybe.
but I don't know.
So what would your ranking be for songs and music and new arrangements?
I'm kind of feeling like a 6, 7.
You should have just said
Oh my
that. Some
God.
some Gen Zers are gonna now be having a ball with that one on
Yeah.
repeat.
Oh my God. That's what I'm feeling. Maybe a 7.
You're gonna give it a seven?
Yeah.
I'm I don't know because I really don't like No Place Like Home and Girl in the Bubble. I think I'm
On the Bubble is so silly.
it was so bad. It did like
That
do I go with
wonderful girl.
do I go with a six or do I go with the seven? I'm actually undecided about this one because I loved As Long as You're Mine and I loved No Good Deed. I think I'm giving it a six, but only because of those two songs. Like if because like I think two songs can't define a whole movie soundtrack.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the costumes. Let's switch gears here. What are your thoughts on the costumes of part two? One,
Oh, I kind of love them.
oh, you did. I loved Fiero's outfit. I loved the way that was set up. The scarecrow was interesting,
She was a little scary.
a little scary. The Tin Man was frightening, but I
Yeah.
loved it. I loved how they did it.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, first off, I don't understand the whole point of the sweater during As Long as You're Mine.
Neither do I. That's the one thing I will say. What in the heck?
Yeah,
But I am loving all the TikToks.
right? Because everyone's
So
just
funny.
like they're making fun of the sweater.
So funny. I will say that was the only thing. I did love Galinda's dresses.
They
I
were
did love it. They weren't
beautiful.
traditional Galinda like the Broadway musical, but
hmm
I still love them.
They were beautiful.
Yeah.
Elphaba's outfit, like I really liked how that was designed too. Yeah, like I don't really have complaints about costumes. I think for me it was just the what's it called? The sweater. I almost have more complaints about hair. Like I did not like the way they did Nessa Rose's hair. Like they set her hair up like almost like to look like a munchkin, which I thought was a little
Yeah,
strange.
I thought, especially because she's banning them.
Yeah. I don't know why everyone keeps making fun of fear of Jonathan Bailey's Fiero Scarecrow look. Like everyone's saying he looks like Ryan Reynolds.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see that? It's all over.
That's weird.
Everyone thinks he looks like Ryan Reynolds as the Scarecrow.
No, I don't see that.
No, I would still give costumes a 10. Like I'm okay with it.
Me too. That's what I don't have any issues with it.
I think we could kind of do talk about these at the same time, but set designs and special effects CGI. I already said I did not like the CGI they did to make Nessa Rose fly. It looked so fake.
I hated it. Hated
I
it.
don't think the CGI looked as good in this movie. I think the animals all looked really fake.
I was gonna say that the monkey looked crazy.
Crazy.
They were not good.
I don't know why it looked better in the first movie.
I don't know. Did they change
Like,
companies or something?
I don't know. It didn't look, I mean, like, maybe they were the same, but just somehow it just looked so unrealistic to me in this movie compared to the first one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even Oz, like, itself looked less impressive. Like, I wasn't impressed with the CGI of the tornado or the twister, whatever. Twister, twister. But even, like, the way it lands on Nessa Rose, like, it's, I don't know, it looked fake.
Yeah.
Special effects in general, like there were some cool effects, like No Good Deed looked really cool. And I liked the whole effect of like the jumping back and forth from what's happening with Fiero to happening at No Good Deed.
That
And
broke my heart.
like that was really cool.
Like
Um,
that scene was like so hard to watch, but I couldn't stop. Like
yeah.
seeing him transform, right? Like, oh my God.
But that's almost more of like a directing choice. Like even the way the director did the jump cuts during box transition to the Tin
Yeah.
Man, like again, so well done. Like directing wise, I feel like I would still give that like a 9 or a 10.
I would give it
Like
a 9 because I'm still upset about As Long as You're Mine. That's the only thing I'm really upset about.
yeah, I think that
That love story.
that part needed to be directed a little bit differently. Like I think that could have been way more intense. Like I think part of the issue is I feel like they cut out probably a lot of the more dirty things because the first movie had such like an appeal to like these little girls like 10 and under. So I feel like when they were editing this one, they were like, yeah, we can't show this. We can't show that. Like I feel like there were must have been things that were cut.
Yeah. Which
Like
is
give me
like,
an extended version.
but it's not for kids. Like, kids
Yeah.
should not be going to see this. And if you're taking your young child to see this movie, it's very weird to me
Mm-hmm.
because it's scary. Like,
It's scary and just you will see Fiero shirtless from the top up. Like
yeah.
I agree with you. I'm gonna still give directing a 9. Um, but jumping back to like special effects, CGI, and like the set itself, like I did like the way they set up like Glinda's home. Like I thought that was really pretty, and Elphaba's like hideout was interesting. I thought the castle looked great. Like there were still impressive parts all above, but I don't think like there was no moment like when you see Oz for the first time in the first movie and you're like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I think I'm gonna give all of those categories like an 8.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're going 8 too?
Yeah, that feels right.
Okay.
And I don't think I'll stop saying this till like the day I'm like dead.
Hmm.
As long as you're mine, I'm still mad.
I know,
That's
me
my
too.
biggest gripe with this movie.
I was so disappointed by how they did that.
I wanted them kissing more.
Hmm.
They're barely
We,
kissing.
we honestly, let's just say it. We wanted them to fuck.
Yeah, we did.
Hmm.
That's our Broadway dreams, though.
Yeah. So I think next let's touch upon choreography a little bit.
Hmm.
Again, the choreography was not as intense in this movie as it was in the first one. There was a lot of choreography in the first one.
Oh yeah. What is this feeling?
Yeah, what I was feeling was like intense. But I did like that during the opening number, like during the medley, they also had like a little bit of a throwback to what is this feeling? They did
Yeah.
repeat the choreography like word for word. Like I wish it was a little bit different,
Yeah.
but like I did like that that was in there. But what's weird to me is did like how did they know that that choreography was going to become so iconic from the movie to end up using it again in the part two when part two was already filmed?
Good question. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they just added it in.
Like you think they did a refilm? I think they did do
Maybe.
some reshoots.
Maybe. I will say though, like when I'm thinking back, I can't really think of a big like moment with choreography.
Because there really wasn't. Like there's a little bit in Thank Goodness and I I don't
What
know if
was
there's
up
any
with the
others. Wonderful was choreographed. Wonderful. I like they also did the head thing again, which I'm like, how'd they know again something's gonna be so iconic and important to them, like a secret handshake?
Yeah. And I also randomly remember the people in the roller skates?
When?
When there was news that Fiero and Glenda were getting married, they had like the paper with them.
That was in this movie? I thought that was the cut scene from the first movie when they find out Fiero's gonna be coming to Shiz and you see the people in the roller skates.
What was it? I don't
I think
remember.
that was from the cutscene. We watched it the same day.
Oh, I'm getting confused.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't I think that was the cut that was the cut scene.
Oh,
But
yeah.
still, I don't know what was with the people in the roller skates. You guys can see the cutscene online.
Yeah, weird.
But like there really wasn't much choreography in this movie.
No. That's why I'm like, just give it a 10, because,
Yeah, I still think his choreography was beautiful, like overall, so I'm okay with that.
yeah,
And then the last one is the book slash script, which as we acknowledged, they're plot holes.
there's major potholes. And also, like, a little too much with the, like, Glinda crying in the corner.
Well, that, but honestly, I didn't need so much more of Glinda's backstory and seeing her as a kid. Like,
No.
you didn't need to see it. You already knew that she was like a girl who kind of got everything she wanted,
Yeah.
manipulated people, and that she wanted powers. Like, I just don't know what seeing her as a child like was supposed to like help us understand.
I don't know. I think they wanted us to feel, like, bad for her somehow, but I really don't.
No,
I don't
I almost
know.
wish we saw Fiyero as a child.
Yeah.
Like, cause remember, he's
Or
a
Bach.
prince. He's a prince. Well, Bach too.
Yeah.
Well, and you see Bach as a child in the book because like he lives in
Yeah.
Munchkinland and grew up with Elphaba.
Yeah. So I would have liked some of that.
And like young Elphaba and Nessa Rose were not in this movie at all.
No, which was weird to me.
Like I thought there'd be at least one more throwback to them as children.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like I don't know. I just felt like the script wasn't like as impactful as it could have been. The best part of the script was the end when like they're saying goodbye to each other during For Good, and then they have
So
the
good.
scene with like the closet, but
Yeah.
that was all improvised.
Oh. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, so that doesn't even count. That scene was heartbreaking. I was like, okay, enough.
Mhm.
Like, that's enough, people. Like, this is like gone too far now.
Yeah, that part was like one of the best for me.
Yeah.
I also really love I did love the scene where like you see Glinda like sees Fiero, he gets captured and she's like, "It's okay, he just loves her more," or whatever it is. Like
Yeah.
I thought that was done well, like the
Why
script
did we
there.
see do we see Nessa's feet under the No, right?
Hmm?
Did we see her shoes under the house?
No, you never see her feet or anything.
I think that's annoying to me.
I just think there's so many plot holes. I agree with you. I think that should have been seen.
That's like major.
The book itself is interesting. I always love like the creativity of like Wicked, of how like why does the
Yeah.
Scarecrow become the Scarecrow? Why does the Tin Man become the Tin Man? So like I do like the book itself, like overall, but I think the things that were added in were the problem. I don't
Yeah.
think that stuff is what needed to be added in. I think what fans wanted was more of an understanding of Fiero. Because
Yeah.
he is just as important as Glinda and Elphaba. Like, I understand they're making it all Glinda and Elphaba because then they could sell more merch.
Yeah.
But he's
But
just
he
as
is.
important.
Yeah. He really is. And you don't get any backstory of him at
No,
all.
you almost feel more sympathy for Bach and understand who Bach is as a person more than you do Fiyero.
Yeah, it's weird. Huh.
And like there are plot holes. I don't understand how like I would have loved something to realize like oh Fiyero and Bach remember each other
Yeah, because that makes no sense.
or like why does you're right, why does Fiyero go with Dorothy?
Yeah, why?
Does he really not remember who he is? But yet he remembers who he is in order to write the letter to Elphaba and come up with the plan to run away.
Yeah. And yeah, why couldn't we have gotten like an inner monologue from them?
Yeah. I
So,
also like I know they had that moment where Glinda and Bach like give each other like this look
yeah.
and like everyone's trying to figure out like does Glinda realize it's Bach or not? I
Yeah.
almost would have liked there to be something between the two of them because like here's the thing. If you're going based on Wizard of Oz, at
Yeah.
the end like Glinda's with all four of them like you know when they're like get awarded the heart and the this and the that and like she communicates with the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. Like so do you mean to tell me like she doesn't realize that's Fiero when she looks at him and she doesn't realize that's Bach?
Yeah, what the hell?
Because she's just as involved with all of them.
Yeah, that makes no sense. But also, but Fiero goes away with Elphaba
I think no, but I think Fiero goes with Alpha, but after like
after
all of that happens. I think.
the timeline. Someone needs to make a timeline for me.
Yeah.
Somebody do that for us, please, because like it doesn't make sense in my brain. It seems like too many things going on in a short span of time, and like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I'm confused about some things. I'm just more so I'm the biggest thing is I'm confused how they don't all realize it's each other. But yet Ba says I have a score to settle with Elf. Oh, I mean the witch. Like almost I would have felt better if he didn't say that because then it's
Yeah,
like, okay, maybe none of them remember.
yeah, but he does. I think what I'm annoyed about with this movie is I thought it would answer all my questions because this is
Hmm.
like the big conclusion. Like, this is what the Broadway show wasn't able to do.
Hmm.
And I still feel confused. And
I'm
that's what annoys
so
me.
confused. They expanded so much on Act 1. Why did they
Yeah.
not expand on Act 2?
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
They expanded in the wrong places.
Yeah.
Glinda and Elphaba, I'm sorry, they did not need more songs. And I'm sorry, you know, No Place Like Home, like, it's an okay song, but like, what was the point of having that scene where the animals are like, oh, we're all gonna leave Oz? And she's like, no, please don't go. And they all kind of go anyway. And they don't listen to her because the cowardly lion, who's apparently not a coward, like,
Yeah.
kind of shit talks her. Like, I don't. It just it didn't add anything to the story. Like at that point, I don't really like I understand the whole point with the animals, but that kind of gets touched upon when we're talking about the monkeys again, and like you see Dr. Dillamond in the cage. We did not need that scene in the forest. They were purposely trying to find a place to win a Grammy for the show,
Yeah.
for Wicked.
Yeah, it was very unnecessary. Very. They could have just done like a quick scene. They didn't have to do a full song.
No. I just think there's so much there's other things I wanted expanded on. And I
I
do think there was more room for growth with Fiyero in the show.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it would almost been more impactful if like Elphaba was like flying over and like watching the animals leaving
Hmm.
and like have them like zoom into Elfie's face and kind of like
Yeah.
her emotions behind it rather than her having a conversation into a song.
Or you know what would have been cool? Doing like similar to that, but like have see her flying over and watching Dorothy and the characters
Yeah.
walking throughout Oz. Because that is a big thing in the original Wizard of Oz movies. She always like pops up throughout their journey. Like
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen what is going on through Elphaba's mind
Yeah.
when they're having this journey throughout Oz. Like, why does she like follow them so deeply to like get these shoes and stuff? Like I wanted to see that twist when she becomes more and more wicked throughout.
Yeah. No, definitely. Definitely. I didn't love this is just random going backwards, but I did love the like Elfie's like new home with all like the almost like crime scene thing with like trying to get the
Yeah.
wizard. I love that aspect. I will
Hmm.
give it to them.
Well,
But yeah,
that's
there
the
was a lot
set.
of things. Yeah. There's just a lot of little things that kind of annoy me.
Yeah. So what would you give book and script?
Maybe six.
I was thinking the same thing, which I'm really disappointed to
Yeesh.
say. I don't think our scores are going to be as good for this,
No, wow.
which I'm disappointed by. I do want to see it again. I wonder if
Yeah.
I would feel better after I see it again. Like, because we also went, it was opening weekend. There was so much to take in. People were a little noisy around us with snacks and stuff. Like, I feel like I want to like sit and really watch it again. And I also want to watch it like immediately after watching the first movie. Like, I want to do
Yeah,
almost like a marathon.
I agree.
Okay, it is at that point where I'm going to total our scores and you are going to rant about something random.
Something random. What should I rant about?
That is your choice.
Sheesh. Um, um,
You want to rant
um,
about Jonathan Bailey's hot body?
I guess so. Like, I think that
Okay.
was the best part of the second movie. His acting, that man literally is the definition of yearning. Like, it's how is it possible that he's so good at that? It is so hot. So hot. No matter what, like, oh, and you know what? I will go to the grave saying, as long as your mind needs to be better, and I'm annoyed by it, and I will still be annoyed by it probably for another 10 plus years because I wanted them on that bed. And yeah, you're right. Cynthia Erivo didn't give me much in that scene. I wanted Elfie to be like touching him as if like when like you first like you're young and you're getting with a guy and you're just like don't know what to do. I would have loved to see that too. Of her just like touching his face and like poking at him or something. Like you know what I mean?
There was
Something.
none of that.
Like cause she doesn't know what she's doing.
No, there
I
was
would love that.
literally none of that.
I would love that.
Keep going. I'm still calculated.
What else? Um Yeah, I will say, yeah, the movie theater was a little noisy when we went, and there were children crying, which was a little annoying. Hence why we said that Wicked is not for kids. So don't take your kids to see Wicked. Wait till they're like 11, 12-ish, I would say is a better age. Um, just because it's a little scary and um we would have loved it to be higher than PG-13.
I agree. I was it even PG-13 or was it PG?
Probably PG. Right? Can I have
Whatever it
sex
was,
PG-13?
I think they could do a little more than we saw.
Hmm.
Like he could have been at least fully shirtless.
That would have been nice.
Like you mean to tell me that not a single kid turned to their parent and they're like, "Mommy, why are they in bed? Why does he have no shirt on? Why does it look like she's naked?"
Right? And yeah, that cardigan, what in the heck?
What in the heck at the cardigan? Okay, our scores are in, and somehow, even though we gave like different rankings for a lot,
Yeah.
they averaged out to the same score again.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
To what?
That's why I had to recalculate it because I was like, I feel like I'm not calculating this right, but I went through it like 5 times each. So I got our scores. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Drum roll.
Wicked.
Done. 8.1 out of 10 is the score we both gave it.
That makes sense.
We said, even before we did this, we felt like it was going to be somewhere between like an 8 or a 9. So I feel like that is fair.
That is fair. It definitely there was some things that we had issues with.
Yeah. But also comparing it to our score of the first movie, which was a 9.8, and 8.1 feels right because we both left feeling like, huh, I'm not as impressed. So I'm
Yeah.
really okay with the score.
Me too. It makes sense. It makes
Yeah.
sense. We definitely have some things that we're still confused about, which is a little upsetting.
Yeah. And if any of you are able to answer our questions, or if you have
Yeah.
thoughts on what we said, we would like to hear what you guys think. So please reach out to us on social media at Love Letters to BB with one Y on TikTok and at Love Letters to B-Way with two Y's on Instagram because why? One Y wasn't available. And then also, you can also feel free to email us, loveletterstobroadway@gmail.com. Once again, it's loveletterstobroadway@gmail.com. And we really would like to hear from you guys. I think you all should be reaching out more. So hit us
Yeah.
up this week, man. Um, but yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. Do you have any specific manifestations for the week?
Well, I would say Outsiders, like Lottery Win or Hades Town would be nice. I need like a good like comfort show.
Me too. I think we should be specific. I would like to manifest Outsiders for maybe Tuesday.
Well, I can on Tuesday. I don't have school in.
Yeah, yeah. I would love like a Tuesday night Outsiders win.
Yeah.
It's already too late for tomorrow's. I entered those and lost.
Yeah.
Did you enter? I entered on a whim and I was just like, let's see what happens. I keep losing everything.
I lost for Friday. I tried. And Thursday I randomly tried too, and I lost everything.
Yeah, keep losing. But I'm manifesting that at some point next week we are gonna get an Outsiders win.
That would be nice. Just like it's like just needed. Sometimes you need your comfort show, and for us it's The Outsiders. So,
Hmm.
and I would
It
like to
just,
see this cast.
yeah, it just makes me happy. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Or Ragtime. I would love a Ragtime win.
Ragtime, I think, will be like unwell after, so I'd love to see that.
And we made a deal. And whenever we win Ragtime, no matter what it is, if one of us has plans, we are dropping everything
Oh
and we are
yeah,
going. So,
doesn't matter.
yeah, so we'll see what happens. I guess that's it this week.
That was a good one.
It was a good one. We finally did our Wicked review.
I can't believe it's over. What do we have to look forward to now?
Bridgerton.
Oh yeah,
We got less, no, we got about a month. Not less than a month, about a month.
but isn't it crazy how fast a year went?
So fast, like scary fast. I
Yeah,
don't like it,
no.
but I am excited for Bridgerton.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's finally Benedict's time.
My man's. I'm so excited.
Your
Woo!
man's. I got my man's last season.
Well, they better make a reappearance, all of them.
You know what I was thinking about earlier, just before we end the episode? I
Yeah.
can't believe still that we saw Luke Newton in person. Like I know we
Oh
didn't
wait,
get
we
to chat.
did.
Like I know we didn't get to chat with him at the stage door, but he did look me in the eyes, and like I'm so happy.
I forgot we didn't. See, there's so much we've
Yeah,
done that I forget.
I know. Like that show sucked, but like he was like, "Ooh,
Yeah, that show did. That show was really bad. I'm not
the
gonna
show
lie.
sucked." The show sucked, but he was. Oh my God! Like I remember at the stage door at one point when he was looking at our section, like he gave. I almost felt like he was giving me the Colin Bridgerton eyes, like you know when his eyes go really big, and I was just like,
Oh,
mm.
hot. No, that's hot. That's
I
a 10.
manifest that during 2026 somehow we run into another Bridgerton in person.
Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey.
I think I would like. I'll go.
Uh,
I don't know you. I don't know what to do. It's like if I met Joe Jonas. I think I'll go.
yeah, you would be. I think you would be unwell if you met Joe
Yeah.
Jonas.
Oh yeah.
They're randomly always around New York. Like, why can't we just run into one?
I would pass out. Well, we almost ran into Nick Jonas. Let's not
Oh my
forget.
God, that's true. Why are we talking saying we never ran into one? I physically almost ran into him with my
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. And we didn't even scream. No, we
You know,
screamed.
Skylar, he
I
was this
screamed.
close to your side of the car. Like, you should have just rolled down the window and you guys would have been like breathing the
Nikki
same
J.
air.
Nikki J, baby.
The way we screamed.
Yeah, that was crazy.
See, I want more of that. We need to do that again.
We need summer.
We're slacking.
We also need
Okay,
summer.
guys. Yeah, we need summer. Have a good week, everyone. We will see
Good
you
luck this
back,
week.
same time, same place next week.
See ya. With I don't know what. We'll see.
I don't know. We reviewed everything. Okay, everyone, pray for a ragtime win.
Yeah,
Bye.
please. Bye.